I got it right here. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and save it. And then I'll go ahead and I'll open it. Okay. Let's get down here. Well, I'm clicking on it. It's not letting me run it. Let me run it by the administrator.
You can always run it on your computer, and then we're just going to look at her computer through your computer.
Oh, okay. I could do that. Yeah, let me go ahead and do that. Let me go ahead and open up my email.
Yeah, because your computer can just be the window that I can look through, right?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, this one is opening. There we go. Okay. Okay. So
right.
it says you got to go to the other screen.
Okay, all
The
right.
other screen.
All right. Yep, okay.
Not that screen right there. That goes QuickBooks. That's your label maker. We are in her computer now. Okay.
Yep. So I see one monitor has a desktop with a bunch of Excel spreadsheets on it, and the other monitor.
Yeah, that's the one that got a whole bunch of spreadsheets. That's their computer.
Okay.
That's the one that we're working on.
Okay. All right. So can you open up QuickBooks for me?
Yeah. You see this right here? Remember we was talking about that 002?
Yeah. Yeah.
So this basically is the one. If we could put it like that, it'll automatically put all this in there. So, for example, hold on 1 second. Let me go ahead and open up that file again. Let me get that.
I understand that part. I just want to look at something in QuickBooks real quick.
Okay, go ahead. That's it.
Yeah.
You got control.
All right. Lori's gift shop. All right. Scroll down. Right there. All right. All right. So this is just trying to understand how this is structured here. So, all right, there's just the one ship to for this one. So you have individual customers defined.
Right, that it goes delivered to individuals. Other one, if you take like 23, for example, you see where it goes billed to? It changes.
Yeah, so you didn't create one master customer with the ship tos, and that's okay. I'm just trying to, the way we would approach this. So really, those are just completely different customers. It's not like it's
Right.
It's not Lori's gift shop as the customer and the job, or the ship to is 0023. You created.
Yes, that's that exactly.
Those are
0023 is the one that we know which customer it is because everybody goes to different places. These are all hospitals.
Yeah. Yeah, so each one of these just has one ship to. and there's no they're not jobs because yeah. Okay. So when you pull up the sales order, it's just showing the full customer here. So what you're saying is we would just need to append this string to the front of all those numbers in the
Right.
Excel spreadsheet.
Exactly.
Like
Yep.
we got to append Lori's gift shop space, and then you'll have the number from the Excel spreadsheet.
Exactly.
Okay. I just need to make sure of how you're structured here. The rest of it, I think we can work the details out on, but
Right.
you were gonna show me in the Excel spreadsheet something.
Well, no, you got it. You hit the spot.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, you hit the spot because on the Excel sheet, you see when let me go back into that computer right here. Let's go ahead and minimize this. Let's go ahead and you see, like for example, I'm gonna go back up. Let me see if she got an invoice. Yes, okay.
yeah, there's no colon.
Let's say one of the item number is let's say 82056. So when we go in here, we put 82056, which is this one right here. You see, everything automatically populates.
Right.
So basically, the only thing that we need is just the item code that it'll populate itself and the quantity that it populates
Hello?
itself.
Sorry, you're breaking up.
Right. And,
Because everything else.
and then
is,
if we pull,
as you can see here, it doesn't need the retail price or none of that stuff.
right, and the price each, is that the price from the spreadsheet?
No, that's the price that is on the spreadsheet. Yes,
So in the
but
master's calling.
if only the item code comes in, everything else populate by itself, except for the quantity. The quantity needs to be populated, but everything else comes in automatically. The price is already there because it's already in the inventory.
Okay, so it's in QuickBooks. We're just going to use the price that's in QuickBooks.
Yes, yeah. So the let's say
So we're not
this one right here.
yeah.
650. This one 2501, 25102 is at 583. So if we go back into QuickBooks and we put that item number in there, 25103 was it? Yeah.
What company are you part of?
You see, it populates it automatically.
Right. So we don't
So the
really.
only thing that we need is from the Excel file just to get the store or the PO number, which is it goes into right up here.
And,
Okay.
What's the username?
Yeah, the PO number is a must. That goes up there. Everything else, the invoice number, they be able to enter that. So the PO number goes in there, and then the SQU we don't need. This right here, we don't care about it. Okay.
Yeah.
And like I said, the item number, everything else populates by itself. The dates and all that stuff we don't need. None of this
And
stuff
like
we
if I were to create an invoice, do you want all the ones from the same PO on the same invoice, or
No,
ju-
it's got different PO.
okay.
You see, like the one store, the 002, like this one right here, it's got the same PO number, but 001 has a different PO.
But I mean, how do you want it grouped by store?
Did you update anything recently?
Yes, by store will be great.
So in other words, one
No,
invoice.
you know what? Hold on 1 second, Steve. Let me go. Let me get my other phone real quick. Let me call William.
Did you log
Okay.
out and log
Let me
back
call
in?
William up real quick, so like that.
Just
We'd be in the same sheet of music, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like that we don't have no problem.
And then when you log back in, the printer is still on.
Hey Victor, what's up, man? Hey man, I got Steve on the line, and I'm explaining to him how he wants everything. Now he's got some questions for you. Oh wait, Steve.
So
Yeah.
when did it stop?
How you doing, William? Yeah. No, like so in the spreadsheet, do we want everything from one store on one invoice?
Did you get an email
I can't understand a word you're saying.
All right, William, let me.
Okay. Okay. They got me on hold. Who's that, Jake?
Yeah. What? 1 second. So it's LGS Kosher. They have
Right.
QPLC,
Okay.
and he's like
Yeah. Hi, William. Yeah. So in the spreadsheet, like the first column's the store, right? Do we want one invoice, there's like the first 15 records I'm looking at in this spreadsheet has 0002. Would I make one invoice, like grouping all those items from that store, or would I be able to okay, so that's how I break up the invoices is like by
Hey,
store number
I
or
just
whatever,
sent you
right?
an email,
Or
and it should have something called.
I don't want to
NES
put words in
Code
your
for
mouth,
that,
but
and
like
you
it
click
could be whatever
download,
you
and then
want.
get
I
an
could have this
address,
whole
and then you
spreadsheet on
connect
one
that to your
invoice, but
computer.
that's not necessarily the way you want it, right? I mean, right.
Huh?
Okay, all right. So separate stores, so when that number changes, then the invoice changes.
Great, if I can
And-
get the address.
And we
that'd
can
be great.
auto create invoices, but like what we usually do is just take the next number from your QuickBooks. Do you know what I mean? But they can
12499
modify that, but like I don't know. Are you
725.
using like sequential numbering with your invoices when you make them?
1 second. 1 moment.
Right. So it's usually whatever the next one QuickBooks assigns is what you're probably using. That's what I'd guess. Okay. All right. Well, that answers my question. I mean, that was the main thing. So that tells me how to.
All right, I should be trying to connect. It says any
Right,
text
right.
message.
You do you make your packing slips from the sales order or from the invoice?
Maybe.
Right.
Yeah, if you could do that.
Right. So do you want us
Sure.
making invoices or packing slips?
045
Yeah, yeah.
608.
Well,
190.
the I think it looks like you're making the packing slip out of the sales order screen in QuickBooks because I looked, and it on one of them it said sales order in the corner, but then with the click of a button, sales orders can be made into an invoice. I think that might be what you're doing. Like you might be making the packing slip first. It seems like to me anyway, and right. Right, and so if we made the sales order for you, would you want to manually make each one of those into an invoice, or would you want us to make both a sales order and an invoice? Yeah, yeah, that's fine. I mean, I'm just wondering what you want the workflow to be. Sometimes the girls want to make the sales order, and that would all be automated, but then they'd have to just go into each one and do it to just say, okay, make this one into an invoice, and then make this one. But if you would want to make it so it makes both, then we could make both. So,
to
but-
let you be able to print, because on our side.
yeah, I mean, if she's always making them at about the same time, then that's
So
fine.
I feel like
you know,
there's
but,
something in your IT
okay.
department if your server
all right.
updated.
I'm recording this just so that there's no, there's a lot of detail here, so I just let people know I'm only recording I'm recording my session with Rico, so that because the devil's in the details with all these things, so I can always go back. Yeah, I can always go back and look at what we talked about, but. Well, you sent me some blank one. You sent me blank ones. I don't know if you sent me completed ones, but I don't know if I saw the completed.
Yeah, it's still as
Yeah.
password.
Yeah.
I mean, I could
Okay.
try like
Okay.
Zoom with
Okay.
the
Okay. All right.
video.
Sounds good. All right. We'll get some numbers together on what we're talking about, and so basically, what this is we're going to import an Excel spreadsheet in and auto create sales orders and invoices for you, like from the spreadsheet. Right? Yeah. So that she doesn't have to type all these things. Yeah. Right. Makes sense. Right. So we'll just. Right. So the key. I see. Right. Yes. So I see like the PO number in the header. We're going to use the customer name at the top, but we'll append that Lori's gift shop before the number, and then we'll pull the. We're going to pull the item code off the spreadsheet, but then we'll use the QuickBooks description, is what you're saying. And that's mainly it. And then the sell price will get pulled out of QuickBooks as well. We won't use the prices that are in the spreadsheet, right? Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah.
180.
Right. Right.
180.
Right.
097. No, that didn't work.
Right. Right. So the
I can try
stores
Zoom
will
with
group
you and see
everything
what
that has the same store number onto one invoice, and then when that changes to 0011, then we create the next invoice, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. I don't have any other questions. Okay, guys. I'll just, like I said, I'll go back through this little video I make, and then we'll get you some numbers. Okay. 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 All right, gentlemen. Sounds good. Okay. All right. All right. Bye bye. All right. Bye bye. Bye.
Okay, I just